Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an intuitive pick a card reading with these three cards. And basically, whichever card you are drawn to, that is your pile. We're going in the order of 1, 2, 3. These are the oracle cards from the Voice of the Souls deck, created by Isabelle Seraph. I think I'm completely butchering that name. Uh, but yeah, so I'll go ahead and give you a moment to intuitively pick which card you are most drawn to, and that is the message from the universe. Hi, Pile One. If you chose this card, then this is the message that the universe is trying to tell you. So let's go ahead and flip over your oracle card. And the message is loss, which let me go ahead and check the book real quick. And in the handy dandy book. With the book for the Voice of Souls, there is 3 ways to read it, either your soul, your spirit guides, or the entity. Since we are asking the universe, I will read the definition based upon the entity. So the definition of this card from the perspective of the entity is, I miss you, and I know you miss me too. I know you often shed tears. I know because I'm often by your side in those times. I miss our closeness and your physical presence. I know that sometimes you try to deny this loss, letting anger guide you. I also know that seeing signs can irritate you because it reminds you I'm no longer here. You feel something like unfinished business, something that was done or wasn't said. You feel like something isn't right and that I should manifest myself more often. But I am here, right by your side. My presence is not to fill that void you feel, but to help you complete your mourning, so you may accept while our relationship has changed, our bond of love is still there. I am here. I help you connect to your divinatory abilities, which are powerful at the moment. The more you connect with your third eye chakra, the more you will feel my energies. Have confidence in yourself and dare to discover your spirituality. All right. So that is the entity description of this card, which if you're going through a tough time right now, I can definitely empathize with that right now, especially if you're going through a time where you either lost connection with your intuition or if you lost connection with another person. A lot of times we can be blocked in that third eye and that ability to truly know what steps needs to be done, as well as the loss of that connection, as it said in the definition, to your higher self or the higher plane. But yeah, that is the definition of loss. So if that resonates, you are in the right place. So we're going to be drawing 6 cards in order to kind of see any additional messages the universe has for you based upon that oracle card. So yeah, let's get to it. Universe, is what message do you have for the collective based upon this card? What messages do you have for pile 1? What other messages do you have for pile 1? Alright, so far 2 cards. Any more cards? Are there any other messages you have for pile 1? Universe, if any other messages you have for pile 1. So what's sticking out to me? Lost 2. One last card. Universe, do you have any messages Got it. All right. Came out. Cool. All right. 6 cards total. All right, which way do you want? Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's go through the cards individually. So you got the 6 of Wands, the Strength card, the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Emperor. I find it really unique that you got the Strength card because that also matches Loss card number because these are both 18. It's very cool that you got the Hierophant because this is talking about your loss of connectivity to your intuition as well as to your higher power, while the Hierophant talks about your interconnectivity with that part of you. Let me see. And then for the 6 of Swords, or sorry, 6 of Wands, this is about, sorry about the dog. This is about a warrior princess who basically embarks on her own journey and forges her own path. So there might be something either in the near future, something you've went through where you had to forge your way through something to kind of make your own path in both life or in something you were working towards. And then the Strength card is usually straightforward, but it could also not only represent strength in having the courage or the bravery to do something, but also the fortitude to persevere when you feel like you're not connected, when you're not lost. Maybe this is advice to basically keep going, keep persevering, and you will reconnect with that your higher self again. It might look dim right now, but if you put in the work and you stay strong, you will make that connection because good luck is on your side. Usually the Sun card is divine masculine. It's that energy of just good luck, good fortune coming towards you. And then the Empress, they usually yeah, words. The Empress usually symbolizes being in your divine feminine. So you have both divine masculine and divine feminine. And then also again, here you have the counterparts of divine feminine and masculine with the Empress and the Emperor. And usually the Empress is a signal of abundance and nurture and basically things growing in your life, while the Emperor is kind of like a symbol of strength and leadership, which is basically these two are similar but different. The Emperor is more of a leadership role, while this is just having more mental fortitude. So the whole picture that I'm getting is that somewhere along the line you lost that connection with your higher self, with your intuition, with something in your third eye chakra got blocked. And in order to get it unstuck, you have to find your own path. You have to figure out what is it either that you want or have the courage to go through that path in order to reconnect with your passions in life, in order to reconnect with your soul path. And you're going to be protected on that journey because the Sun card also signifies a point of protection and as well as good luck. And then when you do take this journey, I see that you will have abundance, and this is also nurturing, and the things that you want to bring into this world or things that you want to create will start seeking abundance in your life, and you will then take that leadership role in the sense of this abundance. You will take it and lead with that abundance in your life. But yeah, that's what I see for you, pile one, happening as well. So yeah, that's what I see for you, pile one, as far as what the message from the universe is. Hi, pile two. If you chose this card, then this is the message that the universe is trying to tell you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what your oracle card has to say. And the card is forgiveness. I'm going to read an excerpt from the book on this. The Voice of Souls has 3 ways to read it, and I'm going to read based upon the entity, since we are asking for basically the universe to give us an answer, so that's why. And then from the book, it says, I ask you to forgive me. I had a great guilt inside me. I was always afraid of doing the wrong thing. Deep inside, I knew I sometimes hurt others, but I felt I couldn't help it. It was like struggling inside. In hindsight, I realize I may have hurt some people. This wasn't what I intended. I know it's no excuse, but I need to say it. I didn't realize it. I was caught up in my own way of doing and being, my own frame of reference, my own way of seeing things. Today, I like to apologize to you, and I also ask you to forgive yourself. You did and are still doing your best with what you have to give. Today, you are in an energy in which you give your best. And like us all, sometimes you succeed at everything, and other times you feel powerless. I no longer have any anger or resentment inside me. I ask you to find the same energy. Be in a new energy of freedom and forgiveness. Today and every day, I am with you to help you with this. So if that resonated for you, this is definitely your message from the universe. We're going to be drawing 6 tarot cards to kind of clarify that message of forgiveness and see if there is any additional messages that the universe has for you. Universe, is there any additional messages you have for pile 2? Universe, is there any additional messages you have for pile 2? Universe, is there any additional messages that you have for pile 2? Let's see when they come out. All right. Additional messages. That one came out flipped up. Try to straighten these best I can. Alright, universe, 3 more cards. Well, okay, that one wants to come out. Universe, what messages do you have for pile 2? What are your messages for pile 2? What do they need to hear right now? So also stuck out to me. That was there. That was first. There we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. So the first one is Knight of Wands. And the second one is Knight of Cups. We have Justice. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. And then we have the 2 of Wands. Alright, with these cards, looks pretty positive actually. Usually the Knight of Wands is the card of like rushing action, very impulsive. You might be traveling in the near future because usually this signifies like adventure. And it usually signifies also being a little bit rebellious. So if something in your life might come in very impulsively in the near future, or the universe is telling you to be bold and to take creative action towards something in your life. And then the Knight of Cups is usually a signification of like a gift. something that's going to be given to you meaningfully, if that makes sense. Something's coming in to give you a meaningful gift. And then alongside the Knight of Wands, it also, the Knight of Cups can also signify like taking action. So I feel like the universe is letting you know something in the near future is going to be taking action towards you. And maybe this will help spark your creative passions. This might be a meaningful gift to help ignite things that you wanted to do either creatively or something you were working towards. It's helping give you a gift in order to accomplish the things that you were working towards. And then the Justice cards usually means when something was imbalanced or something was not aligned, is potentially coming into alignment, and the karma is starting to balance itself out. The Five of Swords has a lot more than one meaning, but the meaning that is resonating for me right now is that potentially you could run into conflict. And as you can see here, he is on the high road. And sometimes the Five of Swords means taking the high road to avoid conflict. So maybe there's a conflict coming up in the near future. For this specific deck, it could also mean betrayal. So maybe there is a potential warning that you should watch out, because potentially betrayal, it could happen. Who knows? You would definitely see this coming. And then for the Nine of Swords, this is usually a significator of anxiety, something you basically are so afraid of something going wrong that it potentially could fall apart. But in the reverse, it usually, as advice, it means to look within and do a lot of self-care. Because in the reverse, it's talking about recovery, it's talking about acceptance, and it's talking about letting go of all the things that were holding you back and allowing people to give you help, because we can't always do this on our own. Kind of similar how it mentions in the oracle card of forgiveness isn't just from the other person, it's also for yourself. It helps you heal, essentially. So, yeah. And then the Two of Coins uh, basically represents, kind of similar to the Justice card, balance. As you can see, this mother is kind of balancing her two children while and then by balancing them, she's able to take not just care of her children, but also care of herself. So yeah, that is your reading pile 2. I hope this resonated, and if you like the video, if you like the reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hi everyone, if you chose this is pile 3, and this message is the message from the universe if you chose pile 3. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight to the oracle. Oh, so the oracle card for you is number 20, Fears. So I'm going to read an excerpt from the Voice of Souls Oracle book, and I'm going to read it under because the Voice of Souls has 3 definitions for it. It has your soul, your spirit guides, and the entity. And since we are asking the universe, I will read the excerpt from the perspective of the entity. You may feel afraid to contact me. You may feel afraid of the messages you'll receive. You may feel afraid of what you're feeling. This contact isn't negative, and I can't cross the boundaries you set for yourself regarding your psychic ability. I am not the only one trying to contact you, but part of you limits communication. I understand and respect your peace. I invite you to understand the source of your fear. Fear was something I knew during my incarnations. I was often afraid of, and my soul was frozen for a long time. I missed many opportunities. I am not afraid of you, and I want to pass on some important messages to you. You need to discover new things inside of you. You have a real thirst for discovery. I can feel it. Free yourself from the fear so the energy of love may take its place. Contact will then be simple and fluid. I will manifest my presence through the colors in the signs you'll receive. A color will be dominant. The color will always be the same. The color will be me. It will be my sign to prove that my soul is truly by your side. And yeah, that is the excerpt for Fierce. And if that resonated, this is definitely your pile. All right, so today we're going to be drawing six tarot cards from the Tarot of the Divine. And we're going to be asking the universe if they have any more messages for you and advice that you need to hear right now. Universe, for pile 3, what messages do they need to hear right now? Universe, what messages do they need to hear right now? What messages does pile 3 need to hear? It's that one. What messages does pile 3 hear? Yeah. I feel like it's just 3 more messages. Is that 3? Oh, okay. Alrighty. So those are your cards. Without further ado, let's go ahead and check out which cards you have. So the first card is 9 of Wands, Judgment, 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords, the Lovers, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, pile 3, for your cards, I see for the 9 of Wands, she, as you can see kind of here, she's almost to the house. I think the universe is trying to tell you you're almost to either a goal or the next chapter in your life, or something is just right there that you can kind of see, but it's kind of blocked by these things. If you noticed, these skulls are on fire and causing her kind of fear and anxiety. She's not even looking directly at the house. She's mainly focusing on the fact these wands are kind of lit up and on fire. So maybe there's something just outside your peripheral view that is just within reach and you're almost there to achieve it. The Judgment card usually talks about a change of perspective. It talks about rebirth. So maybe something in your life is coming and improving, and maybe you're finding, it also talks about forgiveness. So something in your life might cause you to have that kind of forgiveness and that clarity, potentially relating to whatever in your life is causing you anxiety. And the 3 of Wands usually talks about working towards something, making good, steady progress in order to complete a goal and achieve something. And but I do see in the 3 of Swords that usually this talks about betrayal. Usually this talks about getting hurt. Usually this talks about pain and deceit coming in the near future. And I feel like this pain and this deceit, or something that will that's hidden in the shadows is going to come to light, and it's going to either cause you great stress, anxiety, or pain. It's going to cause a lot of negative emotions. Whatever this thing is, you'll be left with a choice. And depending on that choice, it could potentially lead to you having like a fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is a cup of like wish fulfillment, your joy. So I believe the universe, all in all, is telling you you have something coming in the near future that potentially is going to be a lot of hard work to push through. You're going to have to make choices. It's going to hurt a little bit, but at the end of the day, it will be worth it because you're going to get everything that you were hoping for. And it kind of does tie into fears because a lot of times the things that block us from achieving things is our fears. Because you can see how she's kind of afraid here. And then a lot of people also, I think betrayal is also a form of like fears. So there is something relating to kind of having a new perspective of those fears, finding forgiveness, and then with that choice to either forgive or to move forward, however your situation needs it to be handled, you will then find the happiness you were looking for. So, pile three, I hope this was helpful. If you like the reading, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.